Alright, internet, how you doing? Goat here, and today we are doing a hardware swap on a Harley Benton DC-60 Junior, which is an SG shaped guitar with one P90 pickup in it. So let's show you what I've got. Okay, so you can see there is the P90 loaded DC-60. There it goes. Now I've done one other mod on this so far, which was to install this bridge, which is a Schaller 456, which is a rare fine tuning fixed bridge. So it's got fine tuners here that you can see. Okay, it's a fine tuning fixed bridge from the 80s. They don't make them anymore. They cost a lot of money if you want to buy them. I think that one cost me like 200 quid or something. So it's more than this guitar. All right, so this guitar cost £152 delivered from Thomann for the left-handed one. Weirdly, the right-handed one is more expensive. It's like 165 or something. Anyway, we are doing a few bits today. So first of all, we're going to be putting in this, which is a Bare Knuckle Pig 90 pickup. You could see, oh, they've ticked various things to say what it is. So it's a Pig 90 because that's what I ordered. There you go. Okay, so that's in there. Also, we are installing a wiring harness from James's Home of Tone, which is in there. I really like this guy's stuff. He's a British guy and he does all kinds of bits for guitars, and these he does are wiring harnesses. Now, wiring harnesses to replace all the gubbins that is underneath these pots. So it's in the back of the guitar. We have to get back, turn it over and get in through the back. Okay, but the electrical gubbins in here isn't that great, and the electrical gubbins in there is blooming great. So that's going to get swapped. Also, the last thing we're going to change is these knobs are going on. These are RadioShack 7-sided, so heptagonal knobs, and I like them because they're old-fashioned and look kind of weird. Now these have a certain kind of shaft inside, which means, because these are American, all right, so I bought that from America. 2 knobs from America, and it costs about 25 quid plus another 20 postage, which is crazy. But anyway, but these, the pots, well, probably the pots in there are going to be metric. These are imperial measurements. So, also from James's Home of Tone, I got some brass inserts, and basically these things go around the end of the pot, you know, like the splined shaft of the pot. Okay, and these are little brass collars. Okay, and they go over the end of the, when you take the knob off there, where am I going? Take the knob off there, it will leave you with a shaft with lines on it, splined it's called, okay, because they grip on the metric style pots. That will go over the end of that in order for this pot, this knob to grip onto it, because you will see this knob has a set screw, if we find it in the side, there it is, okay, and that goes through into the shaft. As you can see, it's sticking through loads right now. Okay, so you back that off, you fit it over, and then you screw it back up a little bit so it grips on to that collar. Okay, good, enough explanations. That's what's going in. Got all my gubbins ready. Pick that back up because I don't want to lose it. Put it back in the packet. Okay, what do I need to make this happen? Okay, these are the things I need and I'm using. So I've got my soldering station. Okay, it's an adjustable one. Just remove this so you can see. Yeah, so it's one of those adjustable soldering stations. I've got one of these. It's going to help me see. It's got a magnifying glass. I've got a very important espresso there. I've got a toolkit there. And another one there. And some electrical tape. And long nose and short nose pliers. Alright. I reckon that's what you need. Okay. So the first things first, because I'm a frugal type, I want to take the strings. I don't want to take the strings off. I just want to loosen them so I can get the pickup out. And then probably best for me to desolder the pickup off the back first. So I'll take the control cover off of the back of this. We'll unscrew that. We'll unsolder the pickup. And then we'll take the pickup out. Okay, here we go. So let's turn this over. There we go. Lovely. Don't really like leaving guitars on their front like that too much, but never mind. So let's screwdriver. Okay. That's Phillips head. Cross head, I mean. We call him Phillips over here anyway. I don't even know who Philip is. Oh yeah, he was the Queen's husband. He died. Right, so let's take these off. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So that's the inside. Okay, the 2 pots are Alpha branded. If you can see that, let's try and. Well, it's not very clear, but they are Alpha branded. All right, now some people online got very excited. You can see the braided wire here. This is the pickup wire, so that's what I've got to disconnect first of all. All right, people got all excited about those Alpha pots online. Going, oh yeah, they're quite nice Korean-made pots. Well, the volume one's great, but the tone one's rubbish, which is why they're getting swapped. All right, need another bit of coffee. Okay, so let's try it in here. The soldering iron. Okay, lots of pots. This pot's loose. Now, let's have a look. It's going to the end. Okay, so, yeah, there's another wire here, a black one, coming from the same hole where the braided pickup wire is coming from. That is nothing to do with the pickup. That wire is going to be going into the underneath of one of the bridge posts, and it's going to be grounding the bridge. That's what the job is there. So it's important that that is shielded to something, all right? Because that would be bad news otherwise. Right, so now the pickup wire is fine. I'll flip this over. Now I'm going to loosen the strings. I'm going to try and not have to take them off because they've got some life left in them. You know, I've had this guitar since October. All right, there we have. So this was the Roswell pickup. Okay, it's quite interesting. Here we go. That's the Roswell P90, right? Now this is the shim that I bought for it. Okay. Now, well, I mentioned before, look, right, the shim is wider than these metal tags, okay? Now, when I took the pickup out initially, this metal part was not properly glued onto the cover, so that just fell out, dunk. And when I put this shim in, it just fell right through the shim as well, so I had to super glue it there and there, right underneath there, and it's held on. It's held onto it, so that's quite good. These are quite good pickups. I was quite surprised. Can you see that? Some kind of serial number. But it's a Roswell pickup, so they're Harley Benton's own brand. They're made in Indonesia or Korea or somewhere like that. All right, so without the shim, okay, it was too far away from the strings. So because you can't adjust these, because there's no spring it's not like a humbucker, okay, you have to put an extra bit of plastic underneath to raise the height of the pickup. Okay, so that's what I did there. But that is now no longer needed because that shim won't fit the new pickup anyway, and the new pickup's a bit thicker, so we'll see. All right. Here we go, bare knuckle. Now they always give you loads of box candy bare knuckle, which is nice. New set of strings, which is well handy because you know, and bump and coasters and things. It's quite nice. Right, here's the pickup. Much sexier. Look at those rainbow kind of burnt chrome pole pieces, eh? Pretty nice. And they're bolts, hex bolts that I spec'd. These are this is the Roswell one. All right. So you can see the difference. The sizes aren't exactly, which is worrying me. Yeah, the Roswell's wider. Well, it's bigger all round by the look of it. Just a fraction. But hopefully this will fit. I did measure various points and yeah, we'll see now. These are a bit thicker than the Roswells. And where's the bottom and where's the top? I'm going to say, oh yeah, you can see on the back, it's engraved bare knuckle pickups. So that's the bottom left side. So that's going to go in that way around with the wire coming off there. So let's see if it fits first. Oh, I can see that mucky muck. I super glued that. Okay. Slide her in. A big dent out, right? Okay. Here we go. Probably put the wire in. Duh. Trying to get it past this. Need a bit of light on the situation. Okay. Yeah, so that's where that's coming from the bridge. It's going down that hole there. So I've got to poke that pokey down there. Oh, it's going to be a pain in the arse. I can tell already. It's going to be a bit of an annoying job. So I'll thread that through. You guys can watch. Turn that off a minute. Right. I think that might actually be. Oh, it's not spinning around on itself. It's not going through. Ah! Slide myself in the end of it like a wally. Come on. You see, this is always a pain, isn't it? Let's move this and I'll do this. Here we go. Wasn't too painful. There's the, if I pull the pickup, whoop, okay, don't put it too hard. That's the wire coming through. There on this side. Ugh. Don't pull this out. Okay, there's the wire going into the cavity. Just about to see that there. Hopefully. Okay, yep, there you go. Right. So, let's get the pickup put in. It's a bit proud, which I don't love, and some of that's got to do with the way that that lead is just rubbing very slightly on there. Try and push that lead in a bit more. Let's give myself some more room in the pickup cavity. All right, well, I think that's about the best of it for now. So let's screw up. Does that fit? Does that shim fit? God, it bloody well does. Right, I'm leaving that shim. That's fine. I'm going to reuse it. That's gone on enough. Yep. Yep. Wow. Well, that's amazing. So I've reused the shim I had. And then that means I could probably use the longer screws, which I've now put down. I don't know where I put them down. What's that, Jack? Oh, you are an idiot. Where did I put them? Ah. No, they're not there. They're the same as them. Oh, yeah. Right, jeez. Can't see. Okay. So we've got pickup shims, we've got longer screws. Let's see how we get on. That's definitely biting down there. That's good. That's saving me some money to have to buy another pickup shim. The holes fit exactly. And actually, that shim's giving me a bit more space behind the pickup. See? Good. Good. Right, that's in. Whew. Right, put these strings back in place. Alright. So, alright, well, that's some of the job done. The new pickup is now in. The guitar. Ooh. And actually, I quite like that string distance there. Pretty close. Okay. Yeah. Just having a look. I mean, it looks alright. Yeah. Close enough. All right. Let's remove this gubbins now. And this is how you do it. These pop off. But they'll probably need a bit of persuasion. You can use a screwdriver, but don't damage the finish of the guitar. So you put something underneath if you're going to lever it, which I'm about to do. Actually getting some lunch now, but never mind. I've got sidetracks into doing this. Right, it's quite useful. Some foamy stuff. Let's put that under here. Yeah, it is easy to break these pots as well. Break these knobs. I don't really want it. Is that alright? It's be used for something. It'll help sometimes. Yeah, that's the job. Okay, that's one off. Same with the other one. Just gently. Gently, because they're only plastic and they will snap. Like the edges will just snap a little bit and it'll just look ugly. And you won't want to reuse them. Just a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Right, they're off. Okay, got some nuts here to undo. I'm sure you've all seen these before. Nothing new there. Probably, yeah, there's enough to do with fingers. So, just take that off. Washer. That one off. Okay, that was a bit tight because I tightened that. Oops. So, loosen it. Got the right kind of socket for it, I think. Get it out. I don't know exactly what size it is. Is it that size? Oh, no, it's slightly too big. Next one down. What was that? That was a 12. So let's try a 11. Yeah, come out. Bloody thing. Felt like it was only just the wrong size. Yeah. Okay, that one off. Washer, and then take a different size. That's good, isn't it? A bit bigger. The other one in. So that one. Yep. There we go. Right. All the things connecting the top side of the controls have been removed, so that whole lot should just lift out, or should just come out, he says. Let's see. Okay, yep, that's that. Oh, hang on a minute, yeah, I'm stupid. We've still got a soldered element in there, because we've got, like I said, we've got the bridge, which has been soldered to the tone pot there. Alright, yeah. So, we've got to unsolder that. So let's do that now. Ah! Touch the wrong part of your soldering iron. Stupid. That was a bit of shock. Get rid of this. Now I've got to snip that. Use a knife. Oh, this is riveting viewing for the people out there in internet land. Alright, little knife. Very rusty. I don't cut myself with it, obviously, because that'll be stupid. I'm going to try and go from the inside out so I don't slice any wire. Yay, done it. Alright. So finally, the old wiring harness is out. Don't know why I'm doing the Cantina Band song. Alright. Fairly simple. Okay, this was the volume pot. That's the tone pot. It's got a capacitor on it. That's where that bridge shielding was going. Alright. James's home of tone. It's your turn to step up to the plate. Okay. What do we have? We have lots of nice stuff, because you get case candy when you buy stuff from James's Home of Tone. Little stickers and things like that. Nice little bespoke things. Quite nice. Get this nice. This is like a Valentine's present. Okay. There. Cool. Now that looks a bit more pro. Look at the size of that capacitor. That is a 0.0022 UFs. Whatever UFs are. Well, they mean something. No, I do know what they mean. And these are 500k pots. Well, that one is. So I assume the other one is as well. And they are CTS. Okay. So just the nuts, really. Okay. Now you can see these are all held on with these things. Okay. This one is going to be the volume. Or is it the tone? No, yeah, well, that's going to be the volume. That's going to be the tone. That's got a couple of tinned bits on it already. So let's unscrew these. And again, the size is different. That's my biggest size. Okay, so it's going to be a manual unscrew. I'm going to separate them and keep these in the bare knuckle box. So I don't mistake. Woo! Pliers. Too small. Big pliers. Just getting them loose, getting to damage the thread of these stupid pliers. Okay. That one there. That's the loose either. James tightens his stuff up. Good man. Okay. Right. Ooh, sexual. Well, not really, but yeah. Okay. So, right. These little washers you want, and these ones with teeth you want on the bottom, underneath, and then the other washers go on the top of the guitar. Okay, so these grip in. Okay, let's just screw them in. Let's do that. Let's put them in. Let's install away. So that one in there. Ready, tricky. Hello. Flapping it out now. Okay. Try and get that in there. That's a tight fit. We're in a tight spot. George Clooney would say. We're in a tight spot. Okay, so yes, okay. So these are all thicker than the other pots because, as I mentioned earlier, these are Imperial. All right. So these are going to be Imperial measurements, and the old wiring harness, what have I done with it here, is probably going to be metric. So look, let me just compare. Okay, this one on the right is the new one. This one on the left is the old one. Here we go. And you can see significant thickness difference. And also slightly worryingly, the height at the end of the day is the same. It's just more pokage through there. But so my holes aren't big enough. I mean, you know, this problem all the time. So we need to make them bigger. Now, I'm not going to do that with a drill. It's way too easy to get carried away. So I'm going to get some files. All right, let's do that. All right. When you're in a situation like this, you need the right tools. You need one of these. Okay, it's a circular file. So you can see the profile of it. Right. And that I'm going to use to widen out those holes. Very carefully. All right. Very carefully. Because otherwise, it'll make a hideous mess of it. And it won't look nice at all. That's one of those ones over there. Now, I'm quite disorganised. So, my workstation gets a bit messy. Don't be surprised if something catches on fire before the end of this. It's quite possible. Right, stick those. Stick them there. That's rubbish. Okay. All right. So let's move this a bit. Maybe the sun line right at this moment. Okay. Here we go. So these are the holes I need to make them slightly bigger. All right. So I'm going to work from the front to the back, not the other way around. So I'm going. Try and keep even pressure. So just basically go round, you know, the outside of the hole. Try not to spend too much time on one part of it, so you end up with an oval egg shape or something. Right, I've widened that a little bit. It's probably not enough, but we check and we check and we check again. So I can just do it from the front here. Ooh, okay, it's not far. It's not far off, a couple of mil more. See, all these things that you don't expect to happen. But this is one of the issues when you upgrade a Far Eastern guitar with, like, you know, top grade kind of USA parts. Although James is home and tone stuff, he's in England, he uses, you know, the stuff they use in Gibsons, which is CTS, so it's American. So the sizing is different. Oh, getting there, not quite there. I'll try to keep this circular, obviously, and not make it oval. Don't use too much pressure. I'm going from the top, because I think if I went from the back and came out, I might cause some of the finish to chip off. Like, so I think if I go pushing inwards like that, it's going to be easier on the finish. Although, this is polyurethane finish, so it's really, really basically indestructible. Yeah, it's not like nitrocellulose. Let's try again. Oh, okay. So that fits now. Oh, dear. Make sure we're all okay. A little bit. Okay. Right. Now, I've lost some bits. Good. Should be 3 of those. Okay. No, I don't know. Is that? I don't think that's from here anyway, is it? That's one of the small ones. That's not the same size, is it? I don't know. Yeah, that's sure on that one. But those two, are they the same? Yeah, that's one of the others. Okay. So, that must be one of those. Yeah. Okay. So let's get one in at a time. Let's put the output jack in first. Now, I'm a bit worried it's going to be a very, very flush top. Let's got some shitty sawdust in there. Let's do that.
blow that onto the carpet. My missus will be well happy. So I'll clean that later, don't worry. Okay, no, that's not coming through. Right, so
The next problem, there's the output jack, but it is almost totally flush with the wood. Certainly couldn't get a nut around it to do it up. So, you can see there is a nut on this side as well. Okay, so we'll take that off. Okay, because that's using up space. Obviously, actual Gibson SGs may have a thinner top than this one does, or the cavity's routed out deeper, I should say.
so let's try again. This is the moments like this is yay, where you hope you haven't ruined your guitar. Okay, that's on. Good, that's good news. Now, that was the nut just came off, so I know it's going to fit. So I'll just put it back on. Yeah. Now, should we have a washer there? Yeah, we should definitely have a washer. What am I doing? Put that on without a washer. You silly man. Washer. Washer that. Then the nut. We're going to damage our nice wood. Okay. So that's output jack fitted. Okay. Next one. We've got the tone controller. Okay. Let's put this gnarly washer on the underneath of the tone controller. Here. Let's stick it in the guitar. Yep. Come through. Washer. Nuts. Nice. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Last one.
All right. So, this is what I've got to do. This is my jack. My pickup wire. There is a braided section. There's some insulation, and there is an inside section. Can't see that very clearly. Yep. The braided section needs to be soldered to the body of the pot. And the thin section needs to go into this tag. Just about to see that, it's not focusing, which is really annoying. All right, anyway, I'm going to do that now. Okay, and then this bridge earth, I'm going to solder onto that braided wire there. All right. Okay, let's try and do that first. Let's do this shield into there.
Smelt some of this. Not really very easy. None of it is. Soldering our adventure soldering is a bit of a pain, really. Not my favourite thing in the world to be doing. I suppose I could just solder onto here. Yeah, I'll just solder onto here. This has been made for that job. And really melt it for me. Okay. Well, it's on. It's not the greatest job in the world, but should be okay. Right, now, I'm going to get that on there. That's a little twizzlage. Ooh. Let's put the soldering iron down like that. Ah, that braided wire's sharp. Okay, there we have some actual meat. There we go. Right, that's what I want. Okay, let's twist that up. I'll probably tin it. Get some solder on there. Let's do that. It's my old solder, about 100 million years old. So, get that on there. Okay, bit of tinning. All right. So then, I should be able to just put that in there. Oh, there we go. And then, there it's solder. And that should be it. Yeah, and then we need to solder the braid to the body. So I'm going to pull the braid down a bit. So it needs to go on there. Yeah. But James' home tone has been really good. And he's obviously already tinned here. Yeah? So I need to heat that solder up. And I need to dab a little bit on top as well. So let's do that. Let's get the old solder ready. Alright. Okay. Right, that didn't take. Didn't do enough. It's annoying. So let's just put some heat here. Let that solder melt a bit. And some solder. Oh, it's quite tricky. Ooh, it's tight. you in a better position to see. It's very difficult. I'm trying to do this around filming. So, probably a daft move. Okay, that's on. Again, probably not the greatest solder job in the world. But it's soldered on. Alright, I think I'm done. So it doesn't just fall out. Okay. So that one. You know when I plug this in, it's not going to work, is it? But, you know, be prepared. I've done this before where I've soldered it all up and it hasn't worked, so I've been like, ugh. So I got annoyed and then just went away and left it, and then when I came back to it, it worked. So sometimes you have to bear in mind that solder needs to dry, okay? And things like to settle. So don't panic and don't rush. Just do everything systematically, you should be alright. Okay, well that's all in place. Yeah, James is home of tone. You're home.
Okay, that is the new pickup, the new wiring harness in the Harley Benton. Not the greatest job in the world, but I don't care. I'm hesitant to put the cavity cover back on, but hey, let's do it. Because we're confident and we've done it right the first time. If you believe that, you believe anything, my friends. Anything.
What's recording? Yeah. Oh, I've got Bluey music in my head. My children love Bluey. It's that around in the band, which is actually excellent. So, yeah. I just noticed this the screw hole is horrible on this plastic cavity cover. Doesn't really matter. Just those little things. Those little differences that you probably, I don't know, I'm not getting one of Gibson. Right, cavity back on. That's all good now. Tighten these up. So now I know none of the sockets were big enough. So it is along those pliers carefully. You don't want to twist the pots round inside the cavity, not that there's much room for them to move. You don't want to slip and scratch the surface of your nice guitar. And you don't want to over tighten these, just tighten them enough. Alright? Don't be stupid about it. Because there's no need. A bit more than finger tight. Should do the job. This one's loose. Okay. They shouldn't twist around inside the body anyway, as long as you're careful, because those other nuts grip the wood underneath. So they just dig in. You can see that the shaft of the pot isn't turning as I turn the nut. Okay, good. Now, I'm very tempted to just plug this in and make sure the sound comes out of it. So I'm going to do that.
Okay, the last thing I was going to show you then is I've installed one of these knobs now. So I'll just show you how to install the other one. So that is the small copper or brass, I should say, brass sleeve there. See that in my hand? Yep. Okay. Goes over. This is a split shaft because it's got a split in it. You can see, and it's splined. Okay, so it goes over that. Ooh, boop, like that, and then you get your knob. Okay, here's my knob. I've got to remove that set screw somewhat, so I'll do that now. Okay, so it's not protruding into that cavity anymore, so that should now fit snugly over here. Now I want them to be lined up so that the white lines are facing that way when it's turned all the way to that side. So that's what I'm doing. I've done that now. Put that on there. Put that on there. Okay, you can see at the moment, it's going to do that. Line it up with the old one. The other one I've already got on there. Hold it. And just tighten the set screw. Don't over tighten it. You might damage what's inside. Doesn't need to be stupidly tight. And like that. There we go. Okay, there we go. 2 RadioShack knobs. I can never let them get them to line up perfectly for some reason. Okay, good. And there we go. New knobs. New Bare Knuckle Pig 90 pickup. Shim reappropriated. So awesome. So, yeah. That is the guitar. I will clean it up and give it another demo. And we'll see how that goes. Cool. Nice.